When you think of Africa's deadliest predator, what comes to mind? The lion, king of the jungle, the leopard, master of stealth, the hyena, with its bone-crushing jaws? Prepare to be shocked. The most successful hunter in Africa is none of these. It's an animal you've probably overlooked with oversized ears, a painted coat, and a social structure so advanced it puts human teamwork to shame. The African wild dog doesn't just hunt, it dominates. With an 80% success rate, it leaves lions with their pathetic 25% in the dust. Today, we're uncovering the incredible truth about nature's most efficient predator. For years, we've been sold a story about Africa's top predators. The lion is the king, the cheetah is the speed demon, and the hyena is the scavenger. But none of these animals come close to the African wild dog's hunting success. These painted wolves, as they're sometimes called, are the most efficient predators on the planet. They hunt in coordinated packs, using strategy, stamina, and communication that would make any military general jealous. They are the ultimate team players. But here's the tragedy. They're also one of the most endangered animals on Earth. Fewer than 7,000 remain in the wild. This is the story of nature's most successful hunter and its desperate fight for survival. Let's start with the numbers. According to BBC Wildlife magazine, African wild dogs have a kill rate per chase of over 85%. The London Zoo reports an 80% hunt success rate, while lions manage only around 30%. Other sources put the wild dog's success rate between 60 and 90%. Compare that to lions at 25%, hyenas at 2,530%, and cheetahs at less than 50%. The numbers are clear. The African wild dog is the most successful large predator on the continent. But here's the twist. They're not the strongest, not the fastest, not the most powerful. So how do they do it? The answer is simple: teamwork. An African wild dog pack is a perfectly coordinated hunting machine. Every member knows their role, every member contributes, and every member shares the reward. In the wild, the most successful hunters aren't the ones who dominate, they're the ones who cooperate. African wild dogs live in packs that can range from 4 to 40 individuals. The pack is led by a dominant breeding pair, an alpha, male, and female. But unlike the myth of the alpha wolf, these leaders don't rule through aggression. They lead through experience and trust. The pack is a family. The alpha pair are the parents, and the rest of the pack, their offspring from previous years, help raise the new pups. When pups are born, the entire pack takes responsibility. Hunters bring food to the mother. Others stay to babysit and guard the den. When the pups are old enough to follow the adults to a kill, the hunters step back and let the young eat first. The pack takes care of its weakest members, the ill, the elderly, and the injured. It's a society built not on competition, but on cooperation. And it's this cooperation that makes them such lethal hunters. Before a hunt, the pack engages in a social rally, vocalizing and touching to build excitement and coordination. They use sneezes as a way to communicate group decisions, such as whether to start a hunt. This is democracy in action. The pack votes on when to hunt. So, what does a wild dog hunt actually look like? For decades, wildlife documentaries have shown us a dramatic image. Wild dogs chasing their prey over long distances, working in relays, wearing down their victim through sheer endurance. This is the image enshrined in shows like BBC's The Hunt and Planet Earth. But here's the thing. Recent science has revealed that this famous image might be wrong. In a groundbreaking study from 2016, scientists from the Royal Veterinary College fitted wild dogs with tracking collars. The data revealed something unexpected. The dogs chased almost all of their prey over short runs rather than long pursuits. On average, they killed just 16% of their targets. The chases lasted for just a minute on average. The dogs didn't coordinate their attacks and never showed signs of teamwork. They scattered on 40% of chases, and on the other 60%, they just ran in the same direction. No blocking, no flanking, no coordinated maneuvers. The study's lead author admitted, "It was really quite the opposite of what we expected." So what's going on here? Did we get the wild dog completely wrong? Not quite. This study was just one piece of the puzzle. Other research shows that pack size does affect hunting success. Larger packs target bigger prey. And the dogs do use higher-level cooperative strategies like coordination and collaboration. The truth is likely somewhere in between. Wild dogs are incredibly successful, but their success comes from a combination of factors: intelligence, communication, and the ability to adapt their strategy to the situation. Here's the cruel irony. Despite being the most successful hunters in Africa, African wild dogs often lose their hard-earned meals to other predators. They may lose up to half of their kills to lions and hyenas. Their success rate is impressive, but it comes at a cost. They're not the biggest or the strongest. And when a pride of lions or a clan of hyenas shows up, the wild dogs have to retreat. They've done the hard work, the chase, the kill, the exhaustion, only to have their meal stolen. But the wild dogs have a strategy for this too. They hunt during the day, when lions and hyenas are less active. They're fast, efficient, and relentless. They don't give up easily. And when they do make a kill, they eat fast, sometimes consuming an entire antelope in under 30 minutes. But even with all their adaptations, the odds are stacked against them. Here's the most heartbreaking part of this story. The African wild dog is one of the most endangered mammals on Earth. Fewer than 7,000 individuals remain in the wild. In Kenya, a 2025 census estimated just 310 adult individuals across 38 packs, a 51.9% decline from 2021. In Uganda, they're functionally extinct, rare sightings, but no denning activity for decades. Their decline is driven by habitat loss, human conflict, disease, and competition from larger predators. Farmers shoot and poison them, believing they kill livestock. They contract diseases like distemper and rabies from domestic dogs, and as human populations expand, the wild dogs are losing their habitat. Their greatest challenge isn't the lack of prey, but habitat loss, human conflict, and competition from bigger carnivores. In an era of prey depletion due to bushmeat poaching, larger prey species like wildebeest have greatly declined. This reduces the benefit of hunting in large groups, forcing wild dogs to move greater distances and expend more energy. They're being squeezed from all sides, and they're losing. Here's the truth we've been missing. The African wild dog is the most successful hunter on Earth, not because it's the strongest or the fastest, but because it's the best team player. Its success is built on cooperation, communication, and trust. It takes care of its weakest members. It shares its food. It works as a family. And it's that very success, that incredible efficiency that makes its decline so tragic. We're losing one of nature's most remarkable predators, and we're losing it because of us. The African wild dog is a reminder that in nature, the most successful aren't the ones who dominate, they're the ones who cooperate. And if we want to save them, we need to cooperate too. Did you know the African wild dog was the most successful hunter in Africa? Were you surprised to learn about their incredible teamwork? Comment below. I want to hear your thoughts. If you want to learn more about nature's most remarkable predators, like this video and subscribe. We reveal the real stories behind the animal kingdom every week. Until next time, remember, sometimes the most successful hunters aren't the ones with the biggest teeth. They're the ones with the best team.